So most people just go to the gym, break a sweat, and see no results week after week. Let me tell you, that's because going to the gym is not just about lifting, but there's more to it. In today's video, we're gonna break down some of the 5 habits that work for me that improve my workout throughout my journey. And whether your goal is to burn fat, build more muscle, or simply just stop being skinny fat, any of these 5 habits will work. The first habit that we need to do, guys, is we need to prioritize our sleep and recovery. Time and time again, I keep repeating this, guys, but it's because it works. You need to make sure that you're getting anywhere from 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And the reason being is because if you don't get enough sleep, guys, the next time, for instance, if you hit legs, let's say you went super hard in the hack squat, like how I do, the next time you go to hit that hack squat for your next quad day, you're not gonna be able to give it 100% with the same intensity. If anything, your body's gonna feel sluggish and you're gonna have to lower the weight, which is what we don't want. I know that I say that there's some days that you're not gonna be at 100%, but the last thing we need is for sleep and our recovery to get in the way and being the reason why we have to lower the weight. Sure, at times your body might not be recovered enough with everything that you do, but you want to make it almost impossible to not hit your goals. You want to make it almost impossible to not get better. You want to get better. We want to go up, guys, not be going down and taking steps back. So make sure you are prioritizing your sleep. I don't care if you have to stop texting people, put your phone do not disturb, eat a little bit earlier or turn off your phone, whatever you got to do. An hour before you need to go to sleep, brushing your teeth, winding down, already getting ready for bed. And here's the thing about lack of sleep, guys. Not only is your strength going to go down, but you're not going to build any muscle because your cortisol level is going to be way too high, which affects your testosterone. And that's not what we want, guys. On top of that too, with higher cortisol level, guys, you're gonna be a lot hungrier. It's gonna affect your daily calorie goals, or you might be so stressed out, you're gonna forget to eat or not have that appetite, which is what we don't want either. Another form of recovery we need to focus on, guys, besides sleep, is we need to stretch more and we need to go out there and move our body more. We need to have active rest days. An active rest day looks like a day of just cardio and abs, or just going for a walk at the beach or walk outside in the park. I need you guys to go out there and get some sun, because if you're not getting enough blood flow inside your body, you're not giving your body a chance to recover. So the next time you're on your phone or you're online, or after you watch this video, look up a video or some ways to stretch certain muscles. Do those, and I guarantee you, if you do them after every workout, you're gonna feel just a tiny bit better for each workout and much more prepared. All right, number 2, guys, I need you to track your workouts. I know I say this all the time as well, but I say it because it works. You don't need to be fancy. You don't need a notebook. You don't need a pen and paper. I mean, you can if that works for you, but your phone, a phone like this, you can go in your notes app and start manually writing the workouts you do, copy and paste, because your workouts should not be changing unless you're switching a whole program after doing it for a couple months or a year. But if you're on a month-to-month basis, copy and paste the workout, change the number slightly, and the rep ranges you hit for that day. Not much to change, but gradual changes is what you should be seeing if you have it all recorded. And listen, don't be lazy. Track every rep, every set, every workout for every muscle. Yes, every muscle. I know it's a nuisance, but guess what? If you're resting anywhere from 2 minutes to 3 minutes per set, when you're giving enough intensity, you got nothing better else to do. You don't need to be on TikTok. You don't need to be watching some video. You could just literally start typing down your progress. The reason I say you need to track your workout is because you don't want to be guessing the weight that you have to be doing at the gym. Before you even enter the gym, you should already have a plan on what you're gonna work out. So let's hope that when you're watching this video, you already know where you're gonna hit, and you're not one of these people that's just going to the gym, seeing what's available or what's open, and just deciding that's gonna be what you're gonna do for your workout. That is not the way you improve or progress. But anyways, once we progress from that habit, when you get to the gym and you already have your plan, you should already know the weight that you're going to do. Obviously, if the weight from last week felt super heavy and you need to test yourself out, you're gonna do that same weight and do a retest. If you felt like that weight, you mastered it a little bit, this time around, which is the next time that you're coming into the gym, you're gonna move the weight a little bit heavier. That way we can keep getting stronger. This is called progressive overload. It's a sure way that you're gonna get stronger. And progressive overload, guys, is not only from making the weight heavier, you can also go for more reps at the same weight as well. Or the weight can feel a little bit easier because at the speed that you're moving the weight, it can be a little bit faster because you have more strength. That's really it. And sure, you can get some apps on the App Store that's gonna help you track your workout. If that's someone like you and that's how you wanna be more organized, you have my blessing to keep doing that. Because I'm telling you, the thing that took me a lot further out of almost anything was tracking my workout. That way I knew that I had to push myself and I'm not doing easy way that I know that I can already do. I know you can make the argument that you can remember what you did, but half the times I have so much stuff going on at work and throughout my life, and I have a busy lifestyle, that I'm not gonna remember every number for every workout. So to make my life easier, I track it. Habit number 3, guys. I want you to master your pre-workout routine. What does this mean, David? Well, I'm glad you asked. If you know you're gonna hit the gym at 4 p.m. or 3 p.m., whichever one, I want you to eat your meal about an hour to an hour and a half. The reason being is because your body will be able to utilize those carbs for the workout. If you wait too long, your carbs will be depleted and you will go into the gym with less energy. That's happened to me a couple times because of inconvenience, which happens sometimes, or I misjudged the time I was gonna go work out and did not know any better. So to fix that mistake, eat about an hour to hour and a half, depending how heavy the meal is. So if the meal is about 400 calories, you're good for an hour. But if it's anywhere from 600 to 800 calories, I will wait about an hour and a half. Sometimes even the 2-hour mark, depending if it's higher in fiber like oats or something like that, and it's very high in fats and protein, it might take a lot longer to digest in your body. You also don't want to take it too soon either. I don't know about you guys, but going into the gym with a full stomach, feeling like you're a little bloated or the food is still there, heavy, it's not a fun time. There's been times when I've done the chest supported row, guys, I kid you not, I just felt a little nauseous, or hitting legs as well, or even deadlift. The belt pressing against my stomach, guys, was not a great time. I literally had to burp in between my set, or I felt like the food was gonna come back up and I was probably gonna vomit. And knowing myself, I fight through that vomit. I do not like vomiting, guys. I don't. It's not a good time. The last time I vomited, actually, I think it was probably at the gym, and it was just because a certain food was just not sitting well with my stomach. But after I vomited, I felt so much better. That's besides the point. What I've noticed when I start deadlifting and the food is still there, sitting in my stomach, not fully digested, I literally get half the reps that I was anticipating. Or better yet, if there's a weight that I know I can do very easily, I only could get like maybe a rep or two. And it's because my body is not able to breathe properly. I'm not able to brace properly into my belt. And so the whole set just goes to waste. And I'm over there being frustrated, wondering why I'm not strong enough, when clearly I didn't wait long enough for my food to digest. Here's another thing that's very underrated too. Make sure you're hydrating properly before the gym. If you don't drink your water before the gym, or even better yet, if you're not preparing like the days before, and drinking your water every day like how you're supposed to, you are going to feel sluggish and your joints are gonna hurt. I'm telling you, being dehydrated is going to ruin your performance and you're gonna be frustrated, running around in circles, wondering why you're not able to push that weight. Also, if you take pre-workout, make sure you time it properly and make sure you're following what the bottle says or what the supplement says. If it's telling you to take it 30 minutes before your workout, I suggest you do that. Reason being is once you get to the gym, you want the pre-workout to already be activating. You don't want to get to the gym and then still feel like, oh yeah, I still need like 10 or 20 more minutes for the pre-workout to activate. Now sure, once it's activating your body and you know it's doing its thing, you should maybe only hit like a 5 to 10 minute warm-up on the turf, on the ab section area, or wherever, or near the machine. You got to do. Warming up doesn't take that long unless you have some injuries or whatever. Then you're more than welcome to sip on your pre-workout and then finish it once you get to the gym. But other than that, your warm-up should only take about 5 to 10 minutes. So listen, as dumb as this sounds, make sure whatever routine or little ritual you have before the gym, make sure you stick to it the exact same way with majority of the same playlist. That way your body goes into the mode of like turning on and be ready to work out. It's more of a mindset thing, guys, but I'm telling you it works. Once I play a certain type of music, my body's already good to go. My adrenaline goes up and it's like, hey, we're ready to work out. You get amped up and you get so hyped up, guys. We don't want to come into the gym very drowsy, very sluggish, unmotivated. And so stick to the same routine, stick to the ritual you have. That way your mindset is in the right headspace when you come and enter into the gym. You may not notice it at first, guys, but I'm telling you, it's gonna make a small difference throughout your gym session, and over time, it's gonna compound and build on each other. By the way, guys, if you find this video helpful, subscribe and turn on your bell notifications. That way you're not missing out any of these weekly tips. Now let's get back to the video. The fourth habit, guys, it goes without saying, you need to master your form. If you've already been in the gym for quite some time, you should already know that you need to have the right form, guys. And if you're a beginner, this goes without saying, master the technique first. Yes, I know as motivated as you are to getting into the gym and build a lot of muscle and gain a lot of strength, we need to make sure we're building the good habits first. We don't want to ego lift because that's not going to help us progress in the gym. And we want to make sure we correct our form and pick up on the bad habits we have to avoid any injuries. The last thing we need is to something get in the way where we're making good progress, and then because we never fix a bad habit, a certain injury delay our progress, and then we set ourselves back a couple months or a month. That's the last thing we want. Some of the mistakes that people do is ego lifting, so doing more weight than they should be doing at that time. You'll start to notice that you're ego lifting if, let's say you're doing bicep curls and you're using your back. If you're using any muscle that you're not supposed to be using because your body's recruiting those muscles because it can't compensate for the weight that you're not supposed to be doing. So pick a weight that's reasonable, that can challenge you, that you don't break form. And if you know that last set had you very fatigued and you know the next set isn't gonna be as pretty, lower down the weight, bro. There's no shame in that. I've learned in my years, it's better to make this a lifelong lifestyle than to go for a short and fun time and get an injury. It's not worth it. Another example is that you might be rushing through your reps. Hey bro, slow and control is the name of the game. When you're doing a tricep push down, you can go normal speed, and then as you come back up, control the weight, making sure there's maximum tension. Your body will thank you for it, and I promise you, you will make more gains. If for some reason in your squats, deadlift, or bench, or any type of workout, you feel like you're off, or you feel like you haven't seen no progress, it might be time to check your form. And if you feel like you have to take the time to fix your form, take a week, lower down all the weights, take a week to learn your mistakes, see what you're doing, record yourself. I know the times that I've recorded myself, it's helped so much. And I'm able to see where I'm slacking. Because sure, in the moment, it can feel like you're doing it right, but I promise you, it's not until you see it yourself or you have somebody critiquing you that you won't see the mistakes and flaws that you're actually implementing. So take that week to fix the mistakes you've been doing, and then come back the next week a lot stronger and better, and improve on those habits. Once you fix those habits, I promise you, you will start progressing super fast because you start doing it the right way. And the last habit, guys, is to be very intentional. You want to have intentional goals. Going to the gym and working out without a plan is the fastest way that you're going to get stuck. Like I said before, too many people just go into the gym and just start winging it and see whatever is available and whatever's open. And I'm telling you, that is the wrong approach to the gym. The night before, or even the morning before you go into the gym, you should already know what you're gonna hit for that day. You should already have a workout program and should already have a workout split that's gonna be convenient and works for your lifestyle. You should already know what you're doing day by day. That way you can actually track your progress properly. When you get to the gym, you should be asking yourself these questions. You should ask yourself, what's my main priority of muscle that I want to hit today? What are my goals for today? What weights am I increasing? Or how many reps am I going up by? When you become more intentional with your goals, guys, in the gym, you start seeing different progress and you start to see that you will break through your plateaus. And this applies to anything with life. You have to be very intentional with a lot of things. Just like how I am with my YouTube channel, my business, or whatever I'm doing. Heck, even when I'm talking to people and I'm building on those relationships with my friends and family, I'm very intentional what I want to speak about. I'm very intentional on setting the time that I want to hang out with them. I'm very intentional on planning the things throughout my day. This applies to all areas of your life, guys. Training with purpose, guys, is what separates gym goers from being lifters to actually transforming. Like, you become an athlete. Like, you become a machine. You want to transform, guys. You don't want to be plateauing. So let's recap on what we just talked about, guys. Number one, we need to prioritize our recovery. Number two, we need to track our workouts. Number three, we need to master our pre-workout routine. Number four, we need to master our form in the gym. And number five, guys, we need to be intentional with our goals. When you master these 5 habits, guys, it's gonna be the biggest game changer. So now that you're ready to master these 5 habits and start implementing them into your lifestyle and improve in the gym, I want you to click on this video over here where I talk about the most convenient ways to add protein into your diet. I talk about some of the easy and convenient ways that has helped me in the future and some of the things you can already start implementing. I'll see you guys in the next video.